Something we do every day at the beginning of our plenary assembly is the presentation of the gospel. It's a moment of prayer during which we welcome the gospel as a great symbol of the presence of Christ among us. And so we ask the guidance of the Holy Spirit for our moment of reflection and discussion. We take very seriously the follow-up to do with our brothers and sisters from different indigenous communities, especially after the visit of Pope Francis in Canada, to improve our journey of healing and reconciliation.
I think the principal highlight is that the bishops are continuing on the journey. We've made a commitment to this from the get-go, and it was certainly strengthened when the Pope was here, and he encouraged the bishops, he encouraged all the people of Canada to continue on this journey of walking together. So we're deeply committed to that. We are reflecting that commitment, I think, structurally within the CCCB. So we've got a revamped Canadian Catholic Indigenous Council, which is getting started once again. We've had an initial meeting which is showing great promise. It's sort of a think tank where bishops, Indigenous elders come together, really think through some things. So I'm impressed, I'm encouraged by the enthusiasm that I've seen among the participants there and their desire to continue the journey. We also, of course, at the level of the national conference, have to be responsive to issues as they come up. So there's an ad hoc committee dealing with Indigenous issues that will look at such issues as doctrine of discovery, access to records. We really want to help the Indigenous peoples tell their story. Whatever those issues might be, we want to be there and walking with them. Together with that, that's the national scene, but I know there's a commitment of the bishops locally, which is really where the relationships are built and strengthened and sustained, to reach out to their people in their respective regions and say, how do we walk together? Do you want to engage? What does that look like for you? What are the issues here locally? I know certainly in Alberta there's a real readiness to do that. I can't speak for other regions. But I suspect that the more we're able to reach out and let the Indigenous people know that the papal visit, everything that went around with that was not just a one-off, we're in this for the long haul. And I find that people are very receptive to that as we reach out to them.
The second session of the Assembly of the Synod will be from October 2nd to 27th. And there will be 4 bishops from Canada who will participate and 4 other delegates. And so we are eager to hear from one of the bishops the preparation and their insights about the Synod.
Well, I think the bishops were very appreciative of the fact that we sort of went back over the last 2 years just to refresh in our own minds how we have been working with this concept of synodality. And I think they shared some of the successes that they've experienced in their own diocese. We talked about the role of our priests who represented Canada at the International Gathering of Priests, how they then engaged priests from across Canada over the summer to deepen their reflection. And I think those were very positive ways in which we could reinforce that the bishops and the conference have been continuing to sort of work and support this second session of the Synod on synodality.
As a bishop, I hope that all Canadian Catholics will be eager to follow the activities of the Synod as we are as bishops. And so we invite you to follow those activities.